Join me as I take on the eerie challenge of exploring the hidden secrets of Spain. After dark, darkness falls on Spain, and with it, a sense of unease settles over the nation. Reports of rising crime rates, social unrest, and violent incidents are flooding the headlines, leaving many to wonder what's going wrong. In this beautiful country, one of the key issues Spain is facing is its struggling economy. For years, the country has been plagued by high unemployment rates, particularly among its youth. This has led to widespread discontent and frustration, which in turn have fueled the flames of social unrest. Political tensions are also running high, with many Spaniards feeling disillusioned with their government and its ability to address their concerns. And then there are the specific incidents of violence that have shaken the nation to its core, leaving people feeling scared and unsure about their safety. These incidents are not isolated events, but rather symptoms of deeper problems that have been simmering beneath the surface. For years, the economic crisis has had a devastating impact on many families, leaving them struggling to make ends meet. This has led to a rise in poverty and inequality, which in turn have contributed to the growing sense of desperation and anger. Meanwhile, the political establishment has been accused of being out of touch with the needs of its citizens, further fueling the sense of mistrust and disillusionment. The recent rise of far-right nationalism is another factor that's contributing to the tense atmosphere in Spain. This movement has been linked to outbreaks of violence and intimidation, leaving many minorities feeling vulnerable and scared. And then there are the historical grievances that continue to simmer just below the surface, waiting to be ignited by the slightest spark. It's a potent cocktail of factors that's created a highly volatile situation in Spain. To understand how Spain has arrived at this point, it's essential to look at the historical context of these issues. For decades, Spain has been grappling with the legacy of its fascist past and the lingering impact of the Franco regime. This has left deep scars on the nation's psyche and has contributed to the ongoing struggle for social justice and equality. The transition to democracy in the 1970s was supposed to mark a new era of freedom and prosperity, but it's clear that many of the old problems still persist. One of the major challenges Spain has faced is its inability to come to terms with its past. The country's history is marked by periods of violence, repression, and oppression, and it's only recently that efforts have been made to confront these dark episodes. This has led to a rise in social movements and activism as people demand justice and accountability for past atrocities. However, this process has also been met with resistance from those who want to preserve the status quo and maintain their power and privilege. The ongoing struggle for independence in Catalonia is another factor that's contributing to the tensions. In Spain, the region's bid for self-determination has been met with fierce resistance from the central government, leading to clashes between police and protesters and widespread unrest. This has created a sense of uncertainty and instability and has further polarized an already divided society. In recent weeks, the situation in Spain has taken a dramatic turn for the worse. A series of violent clashes between rival factions has left many people injured and several dead. The authorities have been accused of heavy-handedness in their response, which has only added to the sense of anger and frustration. It's clear that Spain is facing a crisis of unprecedented proportions, and it's imperative that something is done to address the underlying causes of this chaos. In conclusion, the situation in Spain is complex and multifaceted, and it's clear that there are no easy solutions. However, one thing is certain: the status quo is unsustainable, and radical change is needed to address the deep-seated problems that are driving this crisis. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on the situation in Spain. Have you experienced any of the issues I've discussed? Or do you have any suggestions for how the country can move forward? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to explore more of the social issues affecting Europe, be sure to check out my video on the rise of nationalism in the EU.